When comic book fans talk about their favorite superhero team, the word family is often used. The Avengers are like a family. The Guardians of the Galaxy is a found family. The X-Men is where mutants truly find their family. All of these claims have been true at some point or another, but no team is more of a family than the Fantastic Four. Often referred to as Marvel's first family, the Fantastic Four actually lives up to that name, as its members consist of Reed Richards and Sue Storm, who are married, Sue's younger brother Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm, the surrogate brother/uncle, plus Reed and Sue's children, Franklin and Valeria Richards. I didn't just fall in love with the Fantastic Four because of their awesome powers. It was because of the family dynamic that they all have. Reed is the brain, Sue the heart, Johnny the hot-headed wildcard, and Ben is the soul. This close family relationship is what makes it all the more devastating when Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, dies. Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four run is absolutely incredible and known for having multiple story threads all intertwining. At this point in the story, the Fantastic Four have been stretched thin. Reed is off in space dealing with the Galactus problem, and Sue is in the ocean dealing with the Namor problem. Johnny and Ben are left at the Baxter building to babysit Franklin and Val along with the rest of the Future Foundation, which is basically Reed's little team of super genius children. They are so smart that they are able to figure out how to cure Ben from being the Thing and go back to being normal for about 1 week every year, so that's why he's not in his rock form here. As Johnny, Ben, and the kids are all chilling, the building's alarms start to go off, and they are under attack from the Annihilation Wave that is trying to break through the Negative Zone portal in Reed's lab. This massive army of bugs led by the powerful Annihilus is one of the most dangerous threats in the entire universe, and without Reed, Sue, and Ben not having his powers, Johnny is left to lead the defense and save Earth. They call for the Avengers' help, but they won't get there in time to stop the wave. It's up to Johnny. Johnny and Ben are on the clock as the Annihilation Wave gets closer to the portal. The Future Foundation comes to the conclusion that the only way to close the portal with the time that they have left is for someone to stay behind and close it from inside the Negative Zone. Johnny and Ben plead that there must be some other way, but there just isn't. Ben volunteers to be the one to sacrifice himself, but before he can, Johnny throws him through the portal and locks it from the inside. Ben can't believe it. He desperately bangs and slams against the portal, yelling no because he doesn't want to lose his brother, his best friend. His anger and pain are so strong that it morphs him back into the Thing. Johnny watches and smiles because he knows how much he means to Ben. Johnny says his goodbye to Ben as they both touch either end of the portal, and then he turns to single-handedly face the Annihilation Wave. So this is it. 1,000,000,000-1. You think I'm afraid of that? You think I'm afraid of that? Johnny yells the most passionate flame on he ever has and engulfs in a powerful flame going down in the most honorable way possible. Ben watches as the wave overpowers Johnny and the doors slowly close. All he can say is, "Oh God, John," as he sheds a tear and the door shuts. The Human Torch has fallen. Ben sits at the door holding Franklin and Val as they mourn the loss of their friend and uncle. Johnny Storm was one of the heroes that inspired others and made other heroes proud to fight evil beside him. He was a huge part of the superhero community, and we see how big of an effect his death has in the following issue. The Avengers finally show up to the Baxter building, but it's just too late. They enter only to find Ben sitting surrounded by all the children that love Johnny. They are confused as they are expecting a fight, but when they see Ben's eyes, they know what has happened. Moments later, Sue returns and instantly breaks down after finding out that her brother is gone. Days later, Reed tries to console her, but she just puts a force field around herself. They both feel that they are at fault for not being there to help, but no one feels more guilt than Ben does. Reed is furious and opens the Negative Zone door only to find Annihilus standing there holding up Johnny's costume and mocking him. Johnny's funeral is filled with heroes that he has been friends with and deeply affected over the years. Captain America, Iron Man, Cyclops, Black Panther, Thor, Storm, and many more all attended to pay their respects. Even Dr. Doom showed up to the burial. He kept his distance, but even he had to honor the fallen hero. Ben flies out to the desert to meet Hulk and Thor. They play a message that Johnny left for Ben. He gets upset and storms off. Thor puts his hand on Ben, trying to comfort him, but he's emotional and throws him away. Bruce turns into the Hulk and punches the Thing. Ben picks up the Fantastic Car and launches it at Hulk. Thor's about to retaliate, but Hulk tells him not to. The Thing lays into Hulk, landing blow after blow, but Hulk just stands there and takes it, because he knows it's what Ben needs to release his anger. Ben slowly starts to hit softer and collapses into the Hulk's arms, making Thor shed a tear. Days later, Spider-Man finds Franklin Richards sitting on the edge of the Baxter building, looking depressed. Spider-Man knows that he is Franklin's favorite superhero, so he sits down to talk to him. Uncle Johnny died. Yeah, I know. I'm very sorry about that. So, how you doing with all that? Not so good. I can't sleep. I keep having bad thoughts. I know what you mean. What do you say we clear our heads? Spider-Man takes Franklin to get a hot dog, and they hang out some more above the city. I don't know if your mom or dad have told you this or not, but when I was younger, not your age, older, but still too young, I lost my uncle as well. We were very close, like you and Johnny were. Did you know that? No. What happened? He was killed in a robbery. I'm sorry. Me too. And not a day goes by that I don't think about him. Not a single one. But it doesn't make me sad anymore. I mean, sure, I wish he was still here, and God do I miss him. But after a while, the dark thoughts, the bad ones like you're having now, will fade away. And you'll spend most of your time thinking about how much fun you had together, or how much you loved him. How long before that happens? It takes a while. You've got ketchup on your face. Thanks. Can I tell you a secret, Spider-Man? Of course you can. I think I could have stopped Uncle Johnny from dying. Well, I promise I'll keep it to myself. Can I tell you one? Uh-huh. I know I could have stopped my uncle from dying. Really? Really. Why didn't you? Because I was young. Because I didn't understand how important every single decision we make is. Because I had to learn that when you have gifts like ours, you don't think about yourself first. You think about how lucky you are to have them, and how much other people need help. It's what my uncle would have wanted from me. And it's what your Uncle Johnny would want from you. Understand? Yeah. Good. Now hop on, I need to get you home. Hey, Spider-Man? Yes? What was your uncle's name? His name was Uncle Ben. It's not very often that we see our heroes die. We see them fall all the time, but to see them die is a whole different story. The death of the Human Torch leads to a whole new team called the Future Foundation and a boatload of more amazing comics, but I just wanted to make this video to highlight one of the most epic and tragic deaths in the history of Marvel Comics.